We are hearing Harikatha of Srila Prabhupada on Radha Kund in relation to Upadesamrita. Yesterday we heard that one cannot bath in Radha Kunda if he thinks, I am this body, I am my wife's maintainer, I am sannyasi, I am Brahman, Kshatriya, all this. It is impossible. Then Prabhupada also said, even those who are following Vaidhi Bhakti, they cannot bath in Radha Kunda. We have to follow the conception of Sri Radha's maintained maidservants, that is Palyadasi, but we should not imitate them. If we become a Saki Beki, we will not attain any good fortune. Simply by decorating our male body like a female body, we do not become qualified to serve at Sri Radha Kunda. This is Saki Beki. I saw a few of such in India. And we also heard on the path of Vaidhi, there is Tridanda. And on the path of Anurag or Raga, there is the white dress of the Paramahamsa. The followers of the path of love say of the dress for the regulated path, Vaishnava should not wear red cloth. So those who are Raganuga devotees on Paramahamsa stage in white cloth, they say Vaishnava should not wear red cloth. If we are insincere, however, we will not attain good fortune on any path, either Vaidhi or Raganuga. Keeping the conception of love within their hearts, some externally accept the Tridanda and other formalities or wear saffron cloth. The ignorant are deceived by this. Only outwardly they are seeing, they don't see the inside, the heart of that person. Although the writer of Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, which is purely a Raga mark, and resident of Kamyavan in Vrindavan, in Brajamandal, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati externally made a show of accepting a Tridanda, but the conception of love ruled his heart. Like that, sometimes they want to hide, or as I already said, Prabhupada took sannyas for particular reason, because Babaji dress was so much lost its dignity, because many immature persons, they took Babaji and they were doing immoral activities, so all lost faith in Babajis. But Srila Prabhupada's guru is Babaji, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Also Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his last few years, he also took Babaji Besh. And Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, all Babajis. So in order to show that there are real Babajis, he perfectly followed Sannyas Ashram, which is just below Babaji Ashram, to prove the purity of his gurus, and also to show to those who are not on the level of Raga Marg and on that level of renunciation to be Babaji, they should follow these regulations of Shastra by engaging body, mind, and speech for the service of Krishna in a regulated manner. Then, when by following this, you awaken natural love for Krishna, and there is natural total renunciation of this world, then you can become Babaji. But it is also not absolutely necessary, like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did not play such pastime of accepting Babaji. He remained in sannyas, but he was, as he said, is, as he says here, that rag, that love is kept inside. Other people are deceived. So, and also to show that one should not jump and imitate that level. So, Mahaprabhu also told that that wife who is having paramour at home, she will do all her duties very nicely so as not to be detected. But inside her heart, she's thinking of that lover. Like that, those who are real Raganuga devotees, they perfectly observe all these vidis, why all this they do. So that is hidden in their heart. Love is hidden in their heart. No one can know. They are all the time, 24 hours, they are serving in Radha Krishna Lila. But outwardly, they are doing all vidis to be example for others, and that no one will detect or that no one will try to imitate who is not eligible, because Jiva Goswami wrote there in Bhakti Sandarbha, if someone attained Ruchi and is practicing Raganuga sadhana, that is internal, still they will follow Vaidhi Bhakti in order to be example for others. Except in some rare cases, those who are avadutas, they don't have this responsibility of being examples, so they are doing certain things which may seem like anti-devotional, but for them they are not, because there is some purpose behind. Like Banshidas Babaji Maharaj, he was like this, but he's rare. Like Gorkishore Das Babaji, perfectly following everything. Jagannath Das Babaji, Madhusudan Das Babaji, all very perfect character. But he was different because such was the desire of Krishna, so he did something which may seem to us anti-devotionals. That is why Prabhupada told to his disciples, don't go near him. From far you offer obeisance, knowing that he is pure devotee, but don't go near, because by observing his activities you may get some doubts, but you will not understand why he is doing that. So, this Tridanda, we have to give up our mundane conceptions. In supramundane Braja, a supramundane soul attains the supramundane body of a gopi, lives in the supramundane mood of a maintained maidservant, Palyadasi, near supramundane Sri Radha Kunda, in the supramundane grove of the supramundane Sakhi, there to Krishna, who is their chosen guru, and having externally taken constant shelter of the supramundane name, assists supramundane Sri Radha during the 8 periods of the day in supramundane service to supramundane Sri Krishna. You see how many times he used this word, supramundane, means aprakrit. Beyond this mundane thing, it is transcendental. He had to say so many times. So we have to come out from these false egos and externally constant shelter of Harinam, supramundane Harinam, that is visible to all. They are chanting, but in their real self, from their real self. They are constantly chanting, and in their real self, supramundane form of a gopi, they are in Radha Kunda. and in the kunja of their guru, like Rupa Manjari. In that kunja, and always assisting Radharani, serving her and assisting her in her service to Krishna. That is their doing, but that is internal. We cannot see from outside. So in that platform, when one attains that, then he can remain in a secluded place and do bhajan, because he's not actually alone. He's always in Vrindavan with all gopis and Radha and Krishna, never alone, always in sadhu sangha. But if we did not attain that level of purity, of that transcendental realization, to imitate them and going to secluded place, then Maya will catch us, because so much dirt is there in our mind that will come, and no one can rescue because we are avoiding sadhu sangha. So for us, sadhu sangha is necessary. We have to do congregational bhajan and purify our heart, and we will get more strength, and we will get support, and also guidance and chastisement. Everything we'll get from sadhu sangha. So Prabhupada did not approve this, that those who are not eligible, they will prematurely try to do this secluded bhajan only for the sake of name and fame, that I'm a great bhajananandi devotee like this. No. Haridas Thakur can do. He was tested. Prostitute came, then Maya Devi also came, but he was not, nothing happened to him. No attraction, because he was really connected to Krishna constantly. But if Maya comes to us and offers, then we will not be able to resist, because not having that taste of Krishna rasa, higher taste. But if we properly follow the process given by bona fide guru, then we can attain to that stage. Prabhupada said, Kirtana prabhave smarana hoive. When you will do proper kirtan in association with devotees and your heart will be sanctified, then that internal revelation and seva, that will come automatically by the power of kirtan, then you can do that. Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj was a disciple of Srila Madhusudan Das Babaji. We heard about him some days ago. His disappearance day was. He was his disciple in the sense of taking Babaji Besh from him and like Bhajan Shiksha guidance, who served at Surja Kunda. If you go to Surja Kunda, both Bhajan Kutirs are still there now, of Madhusudan Das Babaji and Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. My Gurudev was a disciple of this Srila Jagannath Das. Here means my Gurudev means Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Though Bhaktivinoda Thakur took Diksha from Bipin Bihari Goswami, but actually he was following, or of course playing the pastime of following Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, because he was a Siddha Baba, fully realized, and he also confirmed that birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Mayapur, because those caste Goswamis in Navadvip city, still today, they cannot accept that, because they are getting money from that side. They are saying this is the birthplace, so they are getting money, and they think. Still today they cannot accept. It's very sad. Although Bhaktivinoda Thakur proved by all the ancient maps and by his transcendental vision, but he has transcendental vision, but intentionally he called Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Why? Because At that time, he was Vaishnava Sarvabhaum. He was known throughout Brajamandal as the chief amongst devotees, topmost devotee. Also, when he came to do bhajan in Navadip, he was accepted by all as the topmost devotee. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted him to confirm. So when Jagannath Das Babaji came to Mayapur, then although he was very old, he could not walk. He was carried on a basket on the head of his sevak. And he could not see anything. He had to lift his eyelid to see because he was so old, 125 years that time. But when he came to Mayapur, Jogapit, that time no temple, but that place was there, Bhaktivinoda Thakur spotted. Then suddenly Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and it was written as article in that newspaper, everything is documented. Jagannath Das Babaji jumped out of that basket and started dancing and shouting, Jai Sachinandan Gaura Hari, Jai Sachinandan Gaura Hari, dancing, although he could not walk. Then all were surprised. Then they asked Babaji Maharaj, what is happening? Then he said, you don't see? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing with his all associates. So I'm also dancing. And then he said, this is actually the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was doing his bhajan in Kulia, that Navadip city, Kulia. They are claiming there is some birthplace. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj knows that place. But he confirmed that place. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, also Prabhupada was doing bhajan there and he got that vision. Panchatattva appeared. And not only that, Jagannath Das Babaji also revealed where is Srivas Angan, because Srivas Thakur's house was very near to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's house, Jagannath Mishra Sachi Mata. So he revealed that. Both places. And the deity was, he told, in Mayapur, that Jogapit, Lakshmi Priya, Vishnu Priya deity must be installed. And Nimai and Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra. That is according to his instruction. And in Srivas Angan, Panchatattva, they have to be installed. And they are. So that is all by Jagannath. And that time, that Bipin Bihari Goswami, Diksha Guru of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, of course we know he's from Golok Vrindavan, but outwardly playing such pastime. That time Bipin Bihari Goswami was present also. He was present. And all were approving. But after the disappearance of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Gorkeshwar Das Babaji, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur got hold of that place. Then again, those Babajis and Goswamis of Navadip city, they rejected that place. Because Prabhupada is man of principles. He spoke against wrongdoings, so they did not like. So they rejected. Even Bipin Bihari Goswami. He sided with those there. And still now they are thinking that is the birthplace in Navadip city. That is very sad. So that is why Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did not accept in Guru Parampara, did not show Bipin Bihari Goswami, but he showed Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj as Guru of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And also some other things, sometimes smoking also, Bipin Bihari Goswami. For them this is not a big deal. They are not following principles very strictly, even now, today. They don't give this. So what to do? That is why here Prabhupada said, disciple of Madhusudan Das Babaji is Jagannath Das Babaji, and his disciple is my Gurudev, is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj also was fully in association with Jagannath Das Babaji and with Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Prabhupada, we heard. Jagannath Das Babaji also blessed Prabhupada when he was a young boy. He saw him and that you are a good astrologer, so you make this Vaishnav calendar with all appearance days and disappearance day of Vaishnavas. So that is his order. Why? Because it is scriptural injunction that on those days we have to remember Vaishnavas and pray for their grace, and fasting on Janmashtami. All these are important days. On those days, that is the topic. So Jagannath Das Babaji, Prabhupada saw Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj when he was young. And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur Harinam and Diksha from Gorkishore Das Babaji, but full like following was always of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. First, when he was a boy, always assisting Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his preaching by proofreading books, by carrying his books, by traveling with him, by hearing from him, always with Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And just before this appearance of Bhaktivinoda Thakur sent him to that assembly where they were challenging Vaishnavas, those Smarta Brahmins. Bhaktivinoda Thakur sent him as his representative, and Prabhupada defeated there everyone, all Smarta Brahmins, and all Vaishnavas were happy. So then that Mukunda, one Goswami, he told to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's the right, your successor. I saw him. He can carry out your mission of pure devotion. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur also wrote one letter and he told him to write this commentary on Upadesamrita. Then after the disappearance of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, then he got that revelation in Jogapit that he should start preaching now. And all appeared. Gorkishore Das Babaji, Jagannath Das Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, 6 Goswamis, Guru Parampara, Panchatattva, all appeared. They all blessed, you do. So that is why you have to understand why here Prabhupada was telling this. My Gurudev was a disciple of this Srila Jagannath Das. There was no mundane sentiment in his conception. Neither in Jagannath Das Babaji nor in Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yasyatma buddhi kunape tridhatuke swadih kalatradishu bhauma ijjadhi yatirta buddhi salilena karhichij janesha bhigeshu sa eva gokara. From Bhagavatam, those who think a corpse or a body made of mucus, bile and air, that is tridhatu, that is kapha, pitta, vata. So those who think a body made of kapha, pitta, vata is one's self, and one's spouse, that is wife, and family are one's own, earthen images are worshipable, and bodies of water are holy places, and never associate with the wise, are nothing more than donkeys who serve cows. So ignorant. We are not this body, no one is ours actually, and Krishna is worshipable, not some imaginary this. And holy places are worshipable, not just any water, and worshipable are Devotees, those who are wise, they have knowledge, divine knowledge. I belong to Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. They are fully realized in that. So those who are foolish, they never associate with them. But those who are wise, they are associating with devotees and serving Krishna. If we think bodies of water and other such things are holy places, and the gross body is the true self, we cannot see Sri Radhakunda or bath in Sri Radhakunda. Like yesterday I said, Ravan could not even see Sita Devi. What to speak of touching her? It was proved in Shastra that was Maya Sita. Because you can have contact with superior persons only through surrender, only through service. So like that, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also told, we cannot enter into Dham actually with this thinking I am this body. Only in spiritual body means in when you are inclined to serve, then you can enter. So here Prabhupada is telling this, if someone thinks I am this body, he cannot even see Radhakunda. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that there is a cover of Maya on top of Dham. Navadip Dham or Vrindavan Dham, there is Maya. And those who are not inclined to serve, they are on that cover. They actually never enter. And they cannot bath in Sri Radhakunda. They cannot even see what to speak of bath. Our Gurudev told that during the time of Parangurudev, one person came to Parangurudev and little they were speaking. Then that person said, now Vrindavan is not so good as 30 years ago. I went to visit Vrindavan 30 years ago and also now Vrindavan is not so good as it was. At that time, there was very good rabri, means that condensed milk and halwa and these things, very nice and good accommodation. But now when I went, that rabri was not so good anymore. And also I got sick, so Vrindavan is not good. Means he was never actually in Vrindavan. He was saying, I was in Vrindavan. I bought ticket, I went with train, with rickshaw, I was there, photo, selfie, everything is there. But in reality, he was never in Vrindavan because this is his conception. Now Vrindavan is not so good. He's thinking on the platform of material enjoyment. AC, apartment, all this. You cannot enter. Only those who are in transcendental body, spiritual body, that is those who are inclined to serve, they can enter Vrindavan, they can see Radhakund, they can bath in Radhakund. Even though they think their true self is the gross body, their wife, sons, and family are their own, material objects made of clay and other substances are the Lord, and bodies of water are holy places. And even though they do not sincerely consider pure devotees of the Lord to be near and dear to them, even though their vision of the world is based on enjoyment and averse renunciation, the mundane imitationist school, that is Prakrita Sahajya school, believes that they can bath in Sri Radhakunda. They believe, yes, I took bath in Radhakunda and I am a gopi now, because it is stated in Shastra. Rupa Goswami said, if you take bath only once in Radhakunda, you get that prema, so I am a gopi now, I am Manjari. They think like that. but their vision is such. So it is not like that. It is not so cheap if you want to get the real thing. Sriman Mahaprabhu has said, Diksha kale bhakta kore atma samarpan. Sei kale Krishna tare kore atma sama. Sei deho kore tar chidanandamoy, aprakrita dehe tar charana bajay. Chaitanya Charitamrita. At the time of initiation, devotees fully surrender themselves. Krishna then accepts them and makes their bodies spiritual and joyful, and they serve his feet on those in those supramundane bodies. Our Gurudev on Ekadashi, he spoke this topic, because it is said you have to remain near Krishna. Then Gurudev said, Krishna is transcendental. I am on mundane platform. How I can serve him? If there is 10-storied building, Krishna is on top, and you are in ground floor. How you can serve? That servant cannot serve his master if master is on 10th floor, you are in ground floor. You have to go by lift and to that apartment and to that bed, then you can serve. So then Guru said, if someone takes Diksha from bona fide Guru and completely surrenders, then Krishna will make his body transcendental. Then in that transcendental body, he can serve Krishna. But only by accepting mantra, that is not complete. Diksha process is not complete. Diksha process is complete when you achieve full unconditional surrender to Krishna, which means you are always engaged in his service. But still, that is starting point. You become sadhaka. So sadhakas also, they can enter into dham, they can serve, but on that platform, not on siddhi platform, but on sadhana platform they can. They will get service according to their level, but those who are totally out of any inclination to serve, they can never enter dham, they cannot see. Impossible. Sadhakas, up to that extent how much they are dedicated, they can have contact. And siddhas, they have full contact. Siddhas, they also see differently and experience differently. Srila Bhakti Hridoy Bongo Sai Maharaj, when doing Navadi Parikrama, he was all the time telling, it's so nice, so soft, like walking on cotton and nice fragrance and breeze, everything. But others did not have such experience. They felt very hot sun, road is very hot and very tired and dirty, everything. But he's telling like this. Why? Because his entrance into Dham is on different platform than ours. So Gurudev told that is difficult to think, just I took Diksha, so now my body is transcendental, I can remain near Krishna. It is not so, according to the degree of your surrender. So that is difficult process. Gurudev said, the more easy process, more available process for us, and also shown by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is most merciful, is you have to chant Harinam. Because Harinam is merciful, he is transcendental, and he descended into this world. No need that we will lift ourselves to the transcendental platform, but Harinam descended here and gave us the opportunity to serve him. So by chanting Harinam without offenses, in association of devotees, we can remain near Krishna because he came near to us, descended. And that is always available, like deity worship, only at certain hours in a day, not whole day. But Harinam, you can do whole day. And in impure state while lying down. Deity worship, you have to take bath, put tilak, and remain there in certain hours. But Harinam you can do all the time, even in toilet. Not with Japamala, but loudly or mentally all the time you can do. So that is more available and more easy. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed his extreme regret, though I gave so much mercy, so much I came to them, but I'm not having that liking to chant. And we are also always thinking I should do this and this and that. We think it is more concrete. This chanting is some sound, is nothing. We think other services are better, but that is our misconception. We don't understand the value of chanting Harinam because we are not experiencing. But those who are experiencing, those who are chanting without offense, they know that is best service. That is why ultimately only this they do. This remains. Like we hear, Kirtan and Smaran they will do. Kirtan outwardly, Harinam, and inside they will serve Radharani. Ultimately of all Vaidhi Bhaktis, those who are Ekanta devotees, one-pointed devotees, pure devotees, outwardly they are only doing this, chanting. And speaking Harikatha is also same as chanting, and to inspire chanting, only to glorify chanting. But if no Harikatha program, then always they are chanting, and with great bliss. And they are fully satisfying Krishna. Like example, you have Haridas Thakur or Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj of Prabhupada. The supramundane body becomes manifested when Vaishnava nature becomes manifest within the consciousness. That verse is there. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Khavunoy Shravan Adi Shuddha Chitte Koraya Udoy. Every jiva is a Vaishnava because coming from Vishnu and has eternal relation with Vishnu and has natural attraction for Vishnu, like iron to magnet. All jivas, it is not to be gotten from somewhere. It is by nature. Prahlad Maharaj said to Sanda and Tamarka. They asked him, where you learned this? From whom? He said, I did not learn. It is natural, like iron to magnet. It is by nature. So Nitya Siddha, it is eternally existing, eternally perfected. It is not produced, never, in time. And also it is not gotten from someone. It is covered because of our aversion to Krishna. We wanted to enjoy this Maya, then that is covered. So by sadhana bhakti, kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhava sasadhana vida nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatyam hridi sadhyata. By sadhana, you don't produce prema. But sadhana, by sadhana, that prema will manifest. It is already existing. Nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakatyam hridi. It will reveal or manifest in purified heart. Or here in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kavamaya. It is not something to be attained, it is not something which is produced, it is not something which is gotten or borrowed. When you do Shravan Kirtan, under the guidance of pure devotee, that is devotional practice, sadhana bhakti, Shravanadi, Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, all, then Shuddha Chitte, in purified heart, it will manifest. It It will not be produced. It will manifest. Like diamond is shining. But if there is dirt on diamond, when you clear that dirt, natural shine will manifest. It is not produced by you removing the dirt. It was already there, but covered. Or if you dig down water, then when you come so deep, then water will come out. It is not that by digging you produced it. It was already there, but by digging you manifested it. Like that, by sadhana bhakti we don't produce. It is explained by Jiva Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all. It is Nitya Siddha. But for Tatashta Shakti Jivas, we have that chance to misuse our relative independence, then it becomes covered, and by sadhana bhakti, under the guidance of pure devotee, then you will just manifest. It's very natural for you, most natural. This, what we are doing now, this enjoyment, renunciation, that is very unnatural, and it is not who we are. But once you manifest that eternal nature of the real self, then you will feel, yes, I am this, and this is what I want, and you will feel most happy in that. And you will feel that it was already existing. Only you forgot. And when you will get that manifestation, you will feel, again I got, because it was already eternally existing. So you will feel, again I was reinstated, again I got. So here, Prabhupada is telling, the supramundane body becomes manifested when Vaishnava nature becomes manifest within the consciousness. Matter, however, is not spirit. Spirit forever is spirit, and matter is never spirit. Matter is always changing, and it has no substance, actually. But spirit is above that, that is eternal, unchanging, but doing lila in eternal time. We should not bring sentiment into the gross, that bhava sentiment. If we remove the dress of a Saki Beki's deceitfully dressed body, their natural male body will be exposed. I said this to Radharaman Charan Dasji, one who was of another type. Bathing in Sri Radhakunda is the highest of all principles in the spiritual plane. Bathing in Sri Radhakunda is the highest of all principles in the spiritual plane. And he already explained in his commentary to Upadesamrita what means bathing. When in supramundane plane, in Radhakunda, in supramundane body, you constantly serve Radharani, assisting Radharani. Externally, Harinam, without offenses. Internally, in your spiritual realization, spiritual body, 24 hours, according to Lila's necessity, serving Radharani, under the guidance of your Guru, Guru Rupa Saki, Rupa Manjari. When you constantly are doing that, that is called bathing in Radhakunda. And by that bath, you will attain that highest type of prema. So here, this Harikatha ends on Upadesamrita. Now, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also wrote a more elaborate commentary on the second verse and third verse, which are the 6 folds, like Atyahara, Prayasa, Prajalpa, Niyamagraha. And in third verse, Utsahan Nishchay Darjat, those what we have to do, he wrote elaborately. So if you want, I can also read that 12 essays Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote in detail. Devaki told that she was feeling very helped by this Upadesamrita when we went. So I was thinking that this may also be very helpful, because that bathing in Radhakunda, that Manjari Bhav, that is above, not our stage. Our stage is this. We have to give up what is unfavorable for devotion, and we have to accept what is favorable for devotion. If we do it, then gradually we can attain that highest prema. Not without this. Impossible. Otherwise, why would Rupa Goswami write on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu if it was unnecessary? It is necessary. You cannot attain the last verse of Upadesamrita just jumping there. You have to practice all the verses. Our Gurudev also told, whether we have actually surrendered or not, it is proved by the fruit. Means or process is judged or justified by the fruit. If there is any apple on the tree, then you can understand this is apple tree. Like that Gurudev said, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Atmani Vedantu Upade Kori, Hoinu Parama Sukhi, Dukho Dure Gelo, Chinta Narohilo, Chodike Anandeki. And then Amrita Adar, Tomara Charana Dvai, Ashoka Abhoy, Amrita Adar, Tomara Charana Dvai, Tahate Ekon, Bishram Lobia, Charinu Bhavero Bhoy. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said Atmanivedan. That is Sharanagati, Atmanivedan, one limb. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying, when I did Atmanivedan, then I became supremely happy. And all miseries went away. No worries are there. And wherever I see only bliss. And Ashoka Abhay, there is no lamentation, no fear in your lotus feet, and only nectar is there. Amrita Adhar, nectar, storehouse of nectar, your two lotus feet. Tahate Ekon Vishrama Lobya, and attaining those lotus feet by surrendering, I finally got peace. Or actually, Vishram means rest. Because in Maya, we are always under pressure, always working to fulfill all the desires. Even during night time, that is working, dream, all the time pressure. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, when I took your shelter, then finally I got rest. And Charinu Bhaveru Boy, I gave up that fear, which is natural for material existence. There is no more fear. So Gurudev said you have to see by the fruit whether you actually surrendered or not. Once I asked Gurudev, this is true that those who attained sadhana siddhi, they have no fear. Gurudev did not answer by word, but by example. He was looking around and like as if searching. And then conclusion was, no fear. Only like by hand, not telling, but by his mood, like looking, is there any fear? No fear. So it is, I read from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but I also saw in Gurudev. Practically I saw. So it is possible that one can get that, but if he surrenders. Gurudev said, we are saying by mouth, I have surrendered, I don't want anything, I only want Krishna, I'm surrendered to you. We are saying by mouth, but practically we're not doing. So how we can expect result? No one is to be blamed. I am not doing Sharanagati. I am not accepting what is favorable for devotion, not rejecting what is unfavorable, not accepting Krishna is the only maintainer, not accepting the Krishna is protector and maintainer, and not accepting my real self, that I am his eternal servant, that is humbleness. I am full of pride, and also I'm not dedicating myself and everything I think to belong to me for his service. So how I can get the result of Sharanagati? I'm not doing. I may be speaking, maybe hearing, I may be explaining, but not doing. So how result will come? So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote, what we have to do with this view, we have to read this. What we have to do, not just academic. Yes, I heard this book is very nice. Okay, now bring another book. It is not with this purpose, but to know what we have to do, what we have to reject, what we have to accept, then that will be beneficial. And it is not meant to, our Gurudevs, it is not meant to instruct others. We are instructing others. You should be Trinada Pisunichana Tarora Pisahisnuna. You should do it. It is not meant for this. It is meant that I should practice. For this reason, we can, tomorrow, we can start these 12 essays. 12. 6 faults and 6 good qualities, which we can get from Vaishnava. Chaya Bega Domi, Chaya Dosha Shodhi, Chaya Dosha Shodhi, Chaya Guna Dehodase. Oh Vaishnava Thakur, you please purify me of these 6 faults and give me these 6 qualities. Means by the grace of Vaishnava, by his guidance and by his support, energy, all this, we can practice this in our life. Then we can get the fruit of Krishna Prema.